Hello, YouTube, and welcome to I'm going to call it an emergency last minute episode of the FPL Lock-In. So you may have seen that I tweeted out, I also put on my channel page, I wasn't going to do an FPL Lock-In this week, purely to do with me having a ton of work on, but I've got most of that work done, and it got to about 8 o'clock, and I'd watched the film, and I was like, what am I going to do now? I really want to stream. And then I text Nick, and I think you had a similar feeling, didn't you, mate? Is it fair to say?
Yeah, it's not the same without the lock-in, is it, on a Saturday?
And we were saying it's more adrenaline pumping when you arrange it last minute, isn't it? But that said, we have actually got some stuff to talk about, haven't we, Trig? Which is why it is an emergency, and specifically, Gabriel is out injured, it looks like. Do you want to? I mean, I put something up here on the screen, which we can read in a minute. But Gabriel and Calafiori, and we were just talking about beforehand. We don't think Joachim Andersen's out because we think he's being rested for other reasons. Do you want to run us through it, Trig?
Yeah, within the space of a couple of hours. I think first of all it was Calafiori, wasn't it, with a groin injury?
Yeah.
Then we heard reports that Gabriel had a groin injury, but Ancelotti's come out and said it's an abductor injury, which I think is the same as a rotator cuff. It's all to do with the glute muscles.
A rotator cuff's really complicated if you fuck that up, isn't it, in your arm?
In your arm?
I thought a rotator cuff in your shoulder. It's not a rotator cuff.
There is one in the shoulder.
Yeah, that's and if true. You mess that up, it can really be bad. I don't know about the leg.
Yeah. No, it's a glute injury, I think, and they're all to do with walking and that. I've had them from running, and they take a while to clear up. They can do. So football's particularly bad because you can't really put any weight on it or anything. And if it's a grade 1, it's 2 to 3 weeks. Grade 2 is about 6 weeks, and a grade 3 is 12 weeks plus. And with the fixture congestion we've got, I had a look, even if he's only out for a month, we pretty much missed like 5 or 6 game weeks. So it could be quite a substantial thing, couldn't it?
For everyone in the chat, we're basically going to do this as a Q&A, so I will say hello to you all in a moment. But this is what Arteta has he said anything? It says it here on this website. Mikel Arteta will hope that it's only minor. If the defender has been fortunate, then grade 1 injury would see 1 or 2 weeks. But as you say, that would be probably 3 to 4 game weeks, wouldn't it? But he could be out for up to 3 to 6 weeks, which is the rest of the year, isn't it? Basically, if he goes out for 6 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. And now Arteta's never going to be overly clear, is he, on what's happening?
No, and for Calafiori, what does he say? We've got Calafiori left the training camp. Gattuso said, we tried Calafiori, a few issues. I thank him for his commitment. You can't really read anything into that, can you? But, I mean, I guess he's a lot less... Well, he's not that low-owned, is he? There's quite a few people who've got him. So, I mean... Yeah, it's quite big news, isn't it? I mean, we've been talking about Gabriel being the essential player in FPL recently, even if he's only out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know if that Calafiori one was before or whether Gabriel was first and they contacted Calafiori and said, get back here quick. We've lost Gabriel. So that could be what's happened.
Possibly, yeah.
But maybe Calafiori is genuine as well, which is good news for everybody else, isn't it? Because it's not good for Arsenal's defence. And the more games they lose, the better. So hopefully it's going to derail them a bit.
Yeah. So should we just, before I start the Q&A, so we were looking at it beforehand. If he was to miss 2 weeks, he's going to probably miss Tottenham, Chelsea and Brentford because game week 13 is... No, wait a minute. Game week 14 is a midweek game. I mean, he could miss as many as 4. So Tottenham will be 1 week. Chelsea will be 2 weeks. Well, he could be back after Tottenham and Chelsea, couldn't he? I mean, in that case, would it...
Let me have a look. So game week 15 is the 9th of December.
Yeah.
Which is like... Is that less than 3 weeks? That's less than 3 weeks.
Well, Tottenham's 1 week.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah, game week 12 is still a week away. 13 is going to be 2 weeks away. So assume that he misses both of those. let's just say, let me question you, Trig. Right, assuming he's just going to miss Tottenham and Chelsea, do you sell him?
I wouldn't personally, because I've got plenty of cover. Like this week, I can play in Jai against Man United instead, who I was going to bench. And the following week, game week 13, is when a lot of people are free hitting, aren't they? So maybe that might push me into free hitting as well in game week 13. So those Chelsea and Tottenham games don't matter too much.
That's a very good point.
Game week 14, 15, 16. I mean, if you're going to miss 14, 15 and 16, then I think we have to probably get rid of him, because Man United have got really great fixtures in... I mean, I'm looking at getting... Where's Man United there? West Ham and Wolves. I'm looking at a Man United defender for those two games.
Really?
So I think, if I do get rid of Gabriel, because I've already got Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking at getting in De Ligt or somebody for West Ham Wolves. I'll tell you what, I'm very annoyed about this Gabriel injury, not because I own him, but because I've held on to Virgil van Dijk this entire time so that I have both of them and him as a differential. And now everybody's just going to go and buy Virgil van Dijk. It's a no-brainer, I think, if you don't own him and you own Gabriel.
It's what I do.
You'll save some money. I mean, he's only 5.9 now. You're going to save some money. The only downside of selling him is if you bought him at 6 million, then you are going to lose quite a bit of stored value, aren't you? And if he does come back in 2 or 3 weeks, then you're going to have to pay like 6.5 or 6.6 million to get him back.
Well, that's
so
why
that is the only downside of selling him.
From my perspective, the key point which you've brought up, which I didn't think about, is I am almost certainly going to free it in 13, and I've got 0.3 or 4 in him. I think I just bench him against Spurs, assuming we know that he's definitely going to come back, and then he's out of the free hit. But I think if he's out for any longer than that, then my move will be Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, I think if he's out for 5 or 6 weeks, you've really got to sell, because his price is going to fall massively anyway by then. Yeah. He wasn't actually going to rise in price tonight. It's very annoying. He's just gone over 100% to price rise. So hopefully no one hears about his injury and they still bring him in.
Well, I certainly don't think people will be selling him with a week. People won't be selling.
No, not today. They're not going to sell him tonight, are they? So hopefully he could still rise tonight. It would be quite ironic if he did, because he is still gaining a few owners today. So
what about?
He's got to do it tonight, though, I think.
What about Calafiori? Say we hear that he's out for a game week or 2, but let's just say a game week. Would you? I mean, Nero's have him, but would you keep hold of him in that circumstance?
I think he's a lot more expendable, isn't he, really?
You go with Timber.
I mean, if I didn't need to make a transfer, I probably wouldn't. But, I guess Timber's another option, isn't he? If you're desperate to hold on to an Arsenal defender, if you don't own Timber, I guess you could go Gabriel to Timber. But I think Arsenal's defence is going to be weaker without Gabriel and Calafiori. So... it's good news for their opponents.
Is Saliba back yet?
Good news for Tottenham. Oh, is he injured as well, is he?
I don't know. I don't know if he was played the last game week. I know he was injured for a while, wasn't he? But
someone in the chat should know.
Because, I mean, they've got that young defender who can come in and replace one of them. I can't remember his name. But if they were both out and Calafiori, then that's basically half the back 4 out, or more than half the back 4, isn't it?
What happened to that one from last season? Is he still there? Kior or whatever his name is.
There's a guy that's come in. I don't think it is him. He's replaced Saliba a couple of times. He's looked pretty good, but I can't remember his name. I think it begins with M.
Hang on, I'll just have a look. Let me have a look.
Mate.
There's no flag on Saliba.
Okay.
I think he must be okay.
Okay. All right. Shall we say a quick hello to...
yeah, he's not there anymore. What's his name?
Kivior, wasn't it?
Kivior, yeah, he's gone.
That's surprising. He was quite good when he came in, wasn't
he? Yeah. Where does Lewis Skelly, White, Hincapi?
White could play centre back, couldn't he, in an emergency?
Yeah, Hincapie might, I guess. I think he's the one.
That's him. Yeah, he's the newer one. He's the newer one.
Or Mosquera. I don't know where he plays.
It might even be him. Yeah, people can let us know in the chat. Say hello, quick load of people in the chat. So we've got Hippie in. Hippie has got his new channel. Do feel free to put it in the chat, Hippie. Oh, thanks to Ua for becoming a channel member. If you want to get channel membership, join.
Chat all knows.
Hello to Pudna. Hi to Colm. Thanks, pleasant surprise. We were not planning to do this till like an hour ago. Hi to Raina, Johnny, Edward, Nikolai. Can't be saying, is the Arsenal getting their excuses in for botting the league early again this season? What do you reckon, Trig? Are they getting their excuses?
Well, hopefully they are going to bottle the league. Because it's early days, isn't it? I mean, they've started pretty well, but you know, I'm not one of these people who thinks that they've already won the league.
Who would you?
My money's still on Chelsea.
If Chelsea didn't win it, who would you prefer out of Arsenal, City, and Liverpool? I probably would prefer Arsenal. It's been
I would like to see Arsenal win it. I think if Chelsea can't win it,
not at Chelsea's expense. But
let's see. Yeah, it gets a bit boring with Man City winning it all the time, doesn't it?
Colm saying,
I don't really want them to win it.
What would be more surprising? He misses 2 or 3 weeks or makes a miraculous recovery. Well, yeah, there is that possibility, but he did come off during the match, didn't he, Trig? So I don't think he's faking it just to go back to Arsenal, is he?
He looked pretty bad in the photos that I saw.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be out for at least a week or 2.
He didn't look happy.
But with the other guy, maybe. With Calafiori, maybe.
Yeah. He's a bit more suspect, isn't he?
Yeah. It seems a bit well, like you say, maybe they got him back because of the Gabriel injury. Hi to AT17, Kieran, FPL Discomfort, hello mate, who came on the other night. Who has got another question? Did Arteta call Ancelotti and tell him to sub Gabriel to make sure he doesn't play the next Brazil match? No, I doubt it, mate, because it is Mosquera. It is Mosquera, the player we were thinking about.
Yeah, they all know. They know more than us, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Well, I haven't been watching the football. I don't even know what the England score was. The other night, I've been on the.
He doesn't even watch football. People, no. I told you this before.
The only time I watch England's at the tournaments because their matches are so bloody predictable in the qualifiers, isn't it? It's
terrible now, isn't it? Like it used to be like really hard for teams to qualify for the World Cup and the European, didn't it? Now it's just boring. It's like they play so many meaningless matches, even in the qualifying.
You remember when I think it was Capello, and they were undefeated in like 6 years in the qualifiers, but they didn't they could do nothing when they got to the tournaments, could they? It's just like it's just like steamrolling third. It's like a Premier League club steamrolling third division clubs.
It's boring now. The qualifiers. They're automatically going to qualify. I mean, some of these teams seem hopeless as well, don't they? Teams like Serbia and that used to be good once upon a time. Now it's just like all rubbish.
Yeah. Kieran's saying, because he's an Arsenal fan, Mosquera and Hincapie, whatever he says his name, are excellent backups, as is MLS for Calafiori. Arsenal added depth. Let's not forget 3 forwards out, and they cope so far. Yeah, I agree, Kieran, but you can cover up to a certain extent, but I mean, if half your defence is out, they can't cover that up, can they?
Well, I mean, their midfield's very good, isn't it? So I think what they're going to do, they'll probably change the way they set up in midfield so that they're going to have an extra defensive midfielder in there, maybe like they did when they played Liverpool, I think it was, wasn't it? They'll have everybody playing as defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
Podner put a cheeky question in about review, saying, does it want you to take Gabriel out or keep him. Well, I can talk about Solio because I put it into Solio because I put Gabriel's minutes down to 0 for the next 4 game weeks. And it was actually telling me to keep him for the next few weeks because I've got other transfers to make anyway. And it eventually wanted me to take him out in about 3 weeks' time. But the thing is, I already own Virgil van Dijk. I think if you don't own Virgil van Dijk, it's a no-brainer just to go to him, unfortunately. I really hate the fact everyone's going to have him now, but
I mean,
yeah.
I would have got him in for Timber anyway, I think. Well, actually, would I? I don't know. I think I may have done.
Yeah, that would have made perfect sense, actually. In fact, a lot of people, I think, with that double defence would have done exactly the same, wouldn't they? They would have kept Gabriel and got Virgil van Dijk in.
Yeah, I think so.
So Timber hasn't been great. So maybe now they've got to hang on to Timber, which isn't possibly good, is it? Really, or rare.
Well,
when you think that Timber's not going to be so good, is he? Without unless he takes over the flick-ons at the corners, perhaps.
Maybe, and there's also a chance they're gonna, they've rested Calafiori in the odd midweek match. They're probably going to just have to play him if there are long term. If Gabriel, for example, is long term, they'll probably have to play them incessantly over Christmas, which I guess you could argue is good for owners, but it also more risk of them the other players getting injured or going off form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably a good time not to have. I won't have any Arsenal defenders now. Will you have any Arsenal defenders?
Sorry?
Will you have any Arsenal defenders at all now? I won't have any after I take out Gabriel.
I'll have Timber if I do.
Oh, you've still got Timber.
But yeah,
I mean the fixtures aren't great, are they? Really?
No, they're not amazing. Well, I don't know. Defensively, you could argue they're all right.
Yeah, I might even play Thiago now in game week 14. I was going to bench him, I think, for the Brentford's game against Arsenal.
Yeah. I will just say, one of the reasons we weren't going to do one tonight, as well as me being busy, is, obviously we're doing 2 podcasts. So we are dependent, ladies and gentlemen, on your questions today. So please do give us lots of questions in the chat, because we have nothing planned, do we, Trig, apart from that little intro that we had. Matty's saying...
I see Esteval scored again in that match that Gabriel was injured in, didn't he? For Brazil, got another goal.
Yeah, he did. Your favourite player, the next
and,
Pele.
Gittins is injured as well. I don't think that's going to make much difference to Esteval's minutes, but I think it could be very good for Garnacho. So that's another little international break injury to Gittins, which could have a bit of an effect if anyone fancies a punt on Garnacho, who I think is one of the best Chelsea options for these fixtures. He's better than Enzo, I think, to be honest, in terms of FPL output.
Have they said anything about Enzo over the break?
No, he's it's more of kind of an RSI thing of him, isn't it? That fluid on the knee, it builds up with too much activity. So the thing is, though, they've got those 3 games in a week, haven't they? They've got Barcelona in 2 days after the Burnley match.
Yeah, it's going to be quite tight.
I've got a feeling, though. I've got a feeling they're going to rest him for Barcelona, because if you look at the spacings, it makes a lot more sense. If he can only play once a week, it's better he plays Burnley and Arsenal, because if he plays Barcelona, it means he probably can't play Arsenal, and that would be the most important match. Probably is the Arsenal match, isn't it? Although they do need to win against Barcelona as well, I guess.
Matty, your good mate Trig is saying, you're saying congratulations on your chess win. Where's your trophy, Trig?
It's in the post, apparently.
Oh.
It's being engraved, and they're going to send it down.
Oh, nice.
But it's only tiny, very small little trophy.
Are they sending you half a trophy because it's joint with someone else? Or?
No, we're all getting a trophy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Matty's saying, there's a boxing match on. So do you follow boxing, Trig? Chris,
Not really.
Chris,
Not for the last. Oh, is he? Is he on again
Eubank's
tonight?
son and Connor Benedict.
Yeah, they're having another rematch.
Yeah, I do follow it somewhat, but I don't like. It's a bit like FPL. I don't watch the matches. I just watch the highlights afterwards.
I used to be a lot more into boxing at the time their fathers were fighting, actually. I remember the original Ben and Eubank fights were fantastic back in like 1980 or whenever it was.
I remember when I was a kid, and it was about 9, I think, on the second match, and it was on ITV, and just like my dad, it was brilliant. I don't think these match up. Johnny 1986 would you play Rodon against Villa? Also have Dan Burn out, but have 1.7 million in the bank. Would you play Rodon against Villa, Trig? And I'm guessing the second question is, would you sell Dan Burn? You had 1.7.
If I had to play Rodon against Villa, I probably would, but it wouldn't be something I'd particularly want to do. Villa are in quite good form, aren't they? And Leeds are looking a bit shaky the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a chance of DEFCONs. And
look at those fixtures they got: Villa, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Wouldn't want to be playing him in any of those. Leeds.
At the bottom. I know. I should have taken him out and kept Anderson.
Yeah.
I was a bit silly. I mean, Fulham's fixtures aren't that great, though. Oh, I suppose they're not bad, are they?
No, take out that Man City one. Quite good.
Well, Tottenham, City and Palace aren't great, but then they got those 3 reasonable.
You can always get DEFCONs, can't you? You can always get DEFCONs in.
Yeah, I should have kept him. Then I wouldn't have had to worry about Gabriel so much. I could have just played Anderson, couldn't I?
That's probably a review will ask me to get in. It would be Gabriel out for Anderson.
Well, it might. No, it probably. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be between Anderson and Virgil van Dijk. I think it'd depend what it wants you to do with the money. If Palmer was around, it probably would be telling you to get Anderson, and then it would be telling you to get Palmer next week.
Yeah, probably. So a couple of questions down here. Ua was asking, what do we think of the whole thing with FPL Nightmare? Well, we did actually spend a whole 10 minutes at the end of the podcast discussing the Nightmare Backlash situation, didn't we, Trig? But you want to summarise what we said there?
I can't remember now. What was it about?
But it's about the whole, him tweeting out about Senesi and then people having to go at him tweeting out about the main FPL account shouldn't have been putting out things.
What I think is that there's a lot worse things than that on Twitter that are going to wind you up when the games are on than FPL's official tweet, because everyone else is doing the same type of thing. And he's saying that they shouldn't join in. But, there's always going to be something that'll trigger you on match day, isn't there, on X? So I just don't go on there.
I agree.
That's the easiest way to deal with it.
Although, at the same time, the backlash he got from it was completely ridiculous.
Yeah, the backlash was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Opinion, yeah. I mean, you could argue that someone may be oversensitive, and obviously this doesn't even apply to him because he didn't have Senesi. But I think you're even more oversensitive if you're getting upset about somebody getting upset. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make much sense, does it?
It was like mass hysteria, wasn't it? They all went crazy about it.
Well, I'm assuming it's calmed down now. Ua is also saying, what are your thoughts on Steve-O stepping away from producing longer form content? I'll ask you, Craig, because obviously Steve-O's a mate of mine, but...
Well, I don't know much about it really, but it'd be a shame. I think he's a good does good stuff. I'd like to see more walking videos from him. That would be good.
Yeah. What I understand at the minute, I think Jason was streaming on Elite FPL last night. So I think he maybe is... I don't know this, but I'm thinking maybe he's doing live content and maybe Steve-O's doing the odd video. I don't know, but it'd be good to see them keep some sort of content going, you know what I mean? Whatever form it's in.
Yeah.
Major is saying, could double Palace defence be the new template now Gabriel is out? What are their fixtures? Wolves, Man United, Burnley, Fulham, City, Leeds, Tottenham. What do you reckon to that, Trig?
I'm still a bit concerned about their fixtures overload with Europe, and they've got the important Carabao Cup match at some stage, haven't they? I can't remember when that is, but they're showing signs of being tired, I think. One of them's enough. I've got Lacroix. I guess Munoz is good for attacking, isn't he? So I can see a few people might go to Munoz, mightn't they, from Gabriel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably an under. Probably could have talked about that before.
Or Man City, perhaps. Man City. That's what we should probably do, actually. Go through and see who the replacements are for Gabriel, because...
What was that thing you put on our chat earlier about Gavardia?
Oh, yeah, how Gavardio, he either plays or he doesn't play. Apparently, he's only been subbed on twice since he's been at Man City, and one of those was his debut. Yeah. So, like, if you buy Guardiola, you don't have to worry about him not playing 60 minutes because he either doesn't play or he plays the whole match. So he's an option, isn't he, for
yeah, I just don't like
Gabriel, I guess. I don't know what City's fixtures are like.
But you say something like that, Trig, but then would you be surprised if, just because you said that almost to spite you, that Pep then subs him on in the 89th minute?
That's what happened to Nightmare, wasn't it? When he had that
exactly
that theory about Nunes never getting subbed off. Never getting subbed off. And it happened the first game he bought him, eh?
Exactly. I think it was the first game of the season, wasn't it? I think it was.
Yeah. Never happened before. And as soon as he bought him,
I just will not trust him outside of.
So looking at the fixtures here, you've got Man United. Like De Ligt is obviously becoming quite popular.
Really?
He's an option. Yeah, he's an option, De Ligt.
I'm not going near Man.
I don't know why people are getting rid of Dan Burn, though, because Newcastle's fixtures don't look that terrible.
They're suspended, aren't they?
Average. Yeah, he's suspended for this one, but they got Man City anyway, haven't they?
Is it only one game? Okay. Yeah. Maybe just because they've not been very good in general, have they?
I guess Virgil van Dijk is a kind of no-brainer pick, isn't he? When you look at those fixtures, Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, then Wolves and Leeds again in 18-19 or whenever it is.
Yeah.
Does look the obvious pick.
Or Joachim Anderson.
Yeah. What are City's fixtures like? Oh, there they are there. Yeah, they're pretty good as well, aren't they?
Tom is saying, what do you think are the traitors in the FPL version? That's if you care. I don't get what you mean, mate.
It's some game as and that are playing.
I know
in the
what.
International
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
I don't know what.
I know what it is.
I don't know what it is. It's not on in this country.
Traitors,
but
I've not been following it at all.
Someone asked a question about Cunha earlier. I think you might have gone past it.
Can you find it, mate?
Just whether he's a good option or not.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
I think he will be, but more once Buemo goes off to Africa. And I want to see a bit more from him as well first before I commit to him. I mean, I've got him tentatively penciled in for the West Ham, and I'll tell you what, though, with Gabriel, one good benefit of Gabriel getting injured is that it now frees up more money for us to buy Buemo, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've been considering him maybe when I
was looking at him, but yeah. I couldn't fit him in, but I guess with Gabriel going, then it's easier. I mean, if you go down to somebody like De Ligt, who's only 5 million, I think I paid 6.4 for Gabriel, so it's like frees up 1.5 million, which is quite significant, isn't it? Really, so it is going to change things a little bit.
Your confidence in the Man United defence, mate. We were looking at the same team.
It's more of a fixtures. It's more of a fixtures.
I know, but they always find a way to mess it up, Trig, don't they? It doesn't. Remember that Burnley game they conceded 2 against them, didn't they? I can't remember if that was at home or not. But James Wright is asking, evening chaps, I need a long-term Bowen replacement. Already got Mateta. I know what your answer is going to be here, Trig. Is it time for a punt on out of form Evan Nilsson, Watkins, or the sensible money on Thiago? I wonder what you will say here, Trig.
Yeah, well, he said it himself, hasn't he, really? I think he knows the answer already.
Well, Thiago, isn't it?
You'd think so. I mean, Evan Nilsson, I mean, you had him, didn't you? And he was pretty rubbish when you owned him.
Yeah, he was.
So he hasn't really done much this season, has he? So I don't see what grounds you can select him on, really.
Yeah, and very good.
It would just be a punt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and he's on penalties. He's on penalties, Thiago, as well. Which
he's on penalties. He's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
cheaper.
Evan Nilsson and Watkins on penalties. I don't think either of them are they? I guess Evan Nilsson.
No, I don't think either of them are.
No.
Watkins costs about nearly 9 million, doesn't he? I mean, that's just a waste of money.
Yeah.
I think the only punt I'd take if I had the money would be Isaac. But who's got 10 million sitting about? Not many people.
Well, I've got 10 million in real life behind the sofa, but not in FPL. Who was saying, have you read FPL Nightmares books? No, I'll have to be honest, I've not. I know that Az has read one of them, and he says it was very good. I would be quite interested in reading his non-FPL book, Dancing with Disorder.
I think that's what he means, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's got 3 FPL books as well.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, basically just like like a vlog for each season, but in written form instead.
Okay, like a diary type
sort of thing. Yeah, but I'd be quite interested in reading his. And happy birthday to FPL Nightmare, who's
it's Nightmare's birthday.
Yeah, so he will not be watching this. I'm sure he will be. I think it's his wife's birthday the day before, so I'm sure they're too busy off celebrating to be watching us.
Are you going to sing it out for him?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrew. Oh, the viewer's going. Happy birthday to you. You asked me, mate. 8817 says a lot of FPL teams only have 2 players, about 10 million, Haaland and Saka. Do you think those people will start falling behind, panicking when Palmer, Isaac, etc. become worth owning? I don't know, panicking how? I guess.
Hang on, what was that question again?
So basically, a lot of us only have 10 million players, Haaland and Saka. Will we start panicking when Palmer and Isaac and the other 10 million players become viable options?
I don't think I'll be panicking, but no. Saka to me is like a placeholder. I mean, if Palmer comes back good, I won't hesitate in doing Saka to Palmer.
He's been useless. Even before he was injured, he's been useless for ages, Trig.
Yeah, Isaac might be better, but you'd want to see something from Isaac first. And it's not like Evan Nilsson, not Evan Nilsson, what's his name? The other Liverpool striker, Ekiteke. Yeah, it's not like he's not going to get any minutes, is it? So
no,
I don't think you can really go with Isaac.
And I'd want to see like a good 2 or 3 good games on the trot from Palmer before I consider him.
You wouldn't go to Palmer before Christmas, would you?
No. Well, yeah, exactly.
It's going to be second half of the season now.
He could just get injured again, couldn't he?
And he's, like you said, he was rubbish anyway. And the fixtures aren't that brilliant. Look at the fixtures, kind of toughening up a bit now, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Great news for them, though, Gabriel, with them playing Arsenal next week.
Yeah, it is.
Perfect timing. Perfect.
Neil was saying, is it possible that Gabriel and Calafiori pulled out to save themselves for next weekend? We don't think so, Neil. We talked about it earlier. Maybe Calafiori, but we don't think Gabriel because he literally limped off. Tom is saying...
He looked pretty bad.
Tom saying, how many games are Palmer and Isaac playing in the next 5? Well, that's the whole point. I mean, Palmer's still injured, and he could.
There's talk of him coming back after the international break, but I think it would be introduced slowly. I guess they're looking at the Barcelona match, aren't they, and the Arsenal match, so they kind of want him back, obviously, for those 2 fixtures.
Yeah.
Whether he's going to have enough time. I mean, he might come back up to speed, mightn't he? You never know. It might have done him good. He might come back like the old Palmer.
We do a little poll, Trig. You know, I love doing my polls. Who is the best? Who's the best Gabriel replacement? Maybe I should do. Should I do keep as an option, or I'll just
put keep.
So Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk. Put Guardiola in there.
Let's spell that Gav. Gav.
Well, not quite that way, but
Guardiola, something like that. You know what I mean in the chat. I'm sure that's wrong.
Delict.
Delict.
Do you know how to spell Delict?
I do know how to spell Delict because I used to own him in Football Manager. I'm going to get rid of Gavardia and put Munoz in instead. I think that's more.
Oh, okay. Are you only allowed to have 3?
We'll add 4, and I'm going to go Timber. Stick with Arsenal.
Trying to think who else there is.
We can only do
nobody
4.
Really.
How's Gabriel's replacement? No, that's not quite right. Who is?
Someone was talking about. Someone was talking about James, Chelsea. Where is he? Who shall I vote for? Hang on, just done the poll. Get rid of the poll.
I can tell you voted for Delict because it was the first one that went in there, Jake.
Tom's saying Trig I bought in James seems to be a mistake. How can he know it's a mistake when? Why would it be a mistake so far?
Sorry, what was that, Trig?
Well, he bought James in, and then he says it seems to be a mistake. But James could be good.
You've done right, haven't you?
He does seem over his injuries, doesn't he? I thought Tuchel was a bit of a prick the other night, wasn't he? He said, "I'm surprised James doesn't get injured." You know, he's playing him the whole match, and he's like, "Oh, I'm surprised he wants him to get injured or something."
He loves James, doesn't he? He's like Reece James' biggest fanboy. They obviously really got on when they were at Chelsea together. Reiner is saying
he's a very good player. Very good player.
Johnny's saying, is Saka essential? I'd say no. I mean, he's a good option, but
I'd say no. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Gabriel injury affects him, because that could kind of affect the way they set up, I think.
It could. And he's not been brilliant, has he? Apart, he came in for his last game week.
No, not really. I mean, he got a goal, didn't he?
Yeah, but if you took out last game week, been pretty rubbish.
Yeah, he's been doing well for England. I think he's playing all right. I think it's just setup.
And a lot of their really good fixtures are gone now, haven't they? They've got okay fixtures, but they're brilliant fixtures are gone. They're definitely not essential. Rainer says,
to me, he's just a placeholder. It's nice to have him there because you've always got a route away, haven't you? If we do need Palmer or Isaac.
Yeah. Rainer's saying, I've got no idea on this, Trig. How nailed is O'Reilly at City? I'm going to say not nailed at all because no one is. But do you have any greater insight? Do you have any greater insight, Trig?
Not really. I mean, where does he play? Does he play on the same side as that one from Wolves, Aït-Nouri?
I'm just going to say
Is he playing Aït-Nouri's position?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
The audience know more than us about him, I expect.
Probably, yeah. All I know is he was a wonder kid in the new fantasy. I've downloaded Football Manager 26 on my phone, and he's a wonder kid in that, so he must be good. Sandra says Gabriel to another Arsenal defender or Munoz. Well, I think we've also. Well, yeah, he's got Richards also. Well, I'd
say Munoz. I think.
Yeah, probably. We don't want to bias.
I don't know about having two though. I wouldn't want 2 Palace defenders.
Who was on the other day? Was it Alon or Kieran? Did one of them have double Crystal Palace defence?
Yeah, I think they did.
I can't remember who it was, but I think it really. It pisses you off when any double defence concedes, but I think especially Crystal Palace.
I love it.
You know, I had a dream. I had a dream last night about FPL, and I had another bad game week apart from Richards again. I'm dreaming about Richards
Oh.
returning for the Trig. What is the matter with me? What is the matter with me?
It's funny because I've been dreaming about NGI scoring goals against Man United. I think it's because he's on my bench. But now I'm going to play him now, and now I'm playing him because of Gabriel injury. So
you could just say
that makes me feel good. I was getting worried about benching him.
It's the FPL gods seeping into your dreams, Trig.
Yeah, mind you, I had another one last week. It turned out to be a load of rubbish. I can't remember what it was now.
Well,
something to do with FPL.
Well, that's not the gods then. That's not the gods. Or it could be the FPL devils sneaking into your brain. Matthew says Minter or Thiago on wildcard. I'm going to go Thiago even though I've got Minter. Trig?
That's a strange question. I mean, why does one stop you having the other one?
And they're both cheap as well, aren't they? As well as being in a different position.
Yeah, I guess he's looking at a 4 point. I guess he's looking at going 4.5 in midfielder attack.
Probably.
I think I'd rather have Thiago.
Yeah, it's close though. I still think Minter's a good pick. Nicole saying Delict is decent. Both bit of gold and def potential in him. But they're all rubbish. Uo saying Gary, my dogs went crazy and it wasn't the fireworks outside. Okay. Question and Comb, should we hit the like and subscribe button or both? Good question, Comb. Please do hit that like and subscribe button. Andrew, I'm losing the chat.
Jesus Christ.
Go on,
mate. What I just found. Oh, this isn't. Look what I just found.
What's that?
A bloody bird. What's left of it?
Oh.
Where's that cat? Where's that bloody cat? I haven't been paying attention.
What is it with wildlife and you? I guess it's living in New Zealand, isn't it? Have you ever watched an FPL live stream with a dead? What was that? Small parrot? It's not a parrot, is it? Budgerigar?
What, that thing? What, that dead thing? No, it's something that's brought in for bird. He's brought in. Cat's brought in from outside.
That's what I mean. But it's like a dead budgie or something, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Except that would be a pet. That wouldn't be very nice, would it?
No.
I heard him. I was playing chess earlier, and I heard all this commotion around me. But when I'm playing chess, I can totally switch out what's going on. But I could hear all this commotion, and it must have been the cat chasing that bird around the living room. So.
That's nice, though. Isn't it?
Probably ended up killing it because I rescued one from it the other day and set it free.
But isn't it them giving you a present? It's like them giving you a present, isn't it?
Yeah. They bring them in and they put them at your feet and they're all proud of themselves. Cat did that to me in Fiji. This wild cat. I let this cat sleep in the hut, and then the next morning it brought this rat in for me. It was like a present.
Oh God. Okay, I've completely lost track now. I was saying Trig's cat bought in his trophy. Yeah, well, it probably is the cat's trophy, isn't it? I saw a question there a minute ago, but I bloody lost it now because the chat's going so quick. RP Investors, is any of you tempted by Aston Villa's defense? Amazing 3 out of 4 next good. Let's bring up the fixtures.
They have been keeping clean sheets, haven't they? They've everybody got rid of them and they suddenly started playing well, didn't they?
Yeah, I had Concert at the start, didn't I? But
apparently the winger's been doing well, hasn't he? I can't remember his name now.
One beginning with B.
Buendia.
Yeah, I don't know about defence though.
Do you think Wolves are going to improve? Do you think Wolves will improve now they've got a new manager?
Maybe, but I can see them potentially keeping clean sheets in the next 2. I can't see them keeping one against Brighton. Look at them: the Brighton, Arsenal, West Ham, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean, you're bringing them in for 2 weeks.
Yeah, their fixtures get awful again, don't they? So I don't think they're worth buying because Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal again.
And you wouldn't be surprised if they conceded against Leeds or Wolves, would you? Even in the next two.
No, not Leeds. Leeds are quite good at home, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So no, I don't think.
I guess playing Rodon is okay because I didn't realise Leeds were at home to Villa. So yeah, I'd probably play Rodon. He's got a bit of goal threat about him as well, Rodon.
Yeah, yeah. Look.
I guess this Gabriel injury's helped a lot of people. Helped people like yourself, hasn't it? Who've got like 2 or 3 transfers saved up and don't know what to do with them. It's kind of actually very good news for you, I think.
Yeah. Tom saying, dare I mention Digne? The stone. Digne's the ultimate troll of FPL. Dina, that's it, the ultimate troll of FPL. You know, I've never owned him. I've managed to avoid him the entire 11 years I've been playing. I think just because he did have such a troll status, I always go for Konza or someone instead. The worst part is when they bring live mice. Now, I remember once when I was a kid, we had 2 cats, and they'd like trapped 5 or 6 live mice out in the back garden. There was like one half dead, crawling. There was another one had its tail caught underneath a thing, and they were sitting there like, "How awesome are we?" Wait, joint challenge champion. Can you see any questions, Trig?
Somebody about Gabriel Byrne. Oh no, that's not a question.
No. Can we have a look at the poll?
Question about the charities.
Yeah, well, this stream isn't for charity, but the one we do on Wednesday for at least till the end of November is to Mind and Street Child United, isn't it? Nick, not remember. Let's have a look at the poll. So
yeah, Street Child and something or other.
Mind UK, isn't it? Let's end the poll.
Yeah, we're all going to get blooming Van Dijk in, aren't they?
Yeah, can you see the results? It's not for some reason the results.
Yeah, 50% for Virgil, 28 for Munoz, 11 each for Delict and Timber. Only 36 votes. We're up to 100 now, though. We're up to 100 just about, which is pretty good.
Yeah, viewers, yeah.
Thing is, it was short notice, wasn't it?
I'm surprised Timber's not higher.
I thought he'd... no, why would you go Timber, though? The fixtures aren't great. They've got...
And they've lost Gabriel, I guess, haven't they?
A lot weaker. I mean, who's going to replace Gabriel? I remember last time Gabriel, and I think Saliba was scoring goals.
Mascara,
you know what I mean?
Mascara, or whatever his name is.
There could be another defender start scoring goals now that Gabriel's not getting all the silly little flick-ons that he does.
Jemima saying, do you think Raya is less good with Gabriel out? Yeah, I think he has to be, doesn't he?
He might get a few more save points, I guess.
Yeah, but he's also more likely to concede. Surely that outweighs.
Yeah, I don't like him anyway.
No.
I reckon Donnarumma was a better bet, I reckon.
Yeah, I had him in my wildcard draft. I'm sort of like, wish I'd kept him. Actually, Bournemouth sixes are quite good now, aren't they? I've sort of gone.
The next 3 are all right.
Yeah, but then Chelsea, Man United, Burnley, Brentford.
But Sunderland's not good though. That's a horrible fixture.
They could. Well, I guess for defence, yeah, probably.
That's why I'm getting Semenyo in this week, despite his form. He was rubbish again for Ghana the other day too, wasn't he? He got hooked off after 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't have a single shot.
Yeah. So Andrew's saying, do you think Gabriel Munoz will just play Gavardio? Who are
they playing?
I think they're Newcastle. They can go down, but oh no, yeah, Newcastle. I think it's away. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
I think you got to wait for the news on Gabriel, haven't we?
Yeah, we probably will have the news though, won't we? Because we've still got another week before the deadline. So we probably will have the news on Gabriel by the deadline, I'd say.
Yeah. Collins
Depends
a
who
shout.
you're going to buy.
Is Collins a shout? Says Johnny. I mean, I was going to say that's a joke, but then
No, I think he is.
yeah, maybe
But
he
it's
is with
not
the
only him.
fixtures.
I'll tell you what, they've got some. There's another one that everybody's bringing in. Well, I say everybody, but a lot of people are looking at.
Who's that?
Is his name is Coyote, 4.5 million.
Another Brentford
He,
defender.
yeah, he takes all the long throw-ins and stuff, and he's the one who's got the most points at the moment. Let's have a look at his information.
Brighton, Burnley,
he doesn't
Arsenal,
get
Spurs.
he doesn't get the what's it, so that's the only problem.
DC.
Yeah. Oh no, he got his first assist this week. That's why everyone would be buying him, because he got his points against Newcastle.
It's the rush.
I reckon Collins is a better bet.
The rush, Brian. Trig, the questions around that. We say we'll go for another 10 minutes unless we get some questions in.
Yeah, 10 minutes unless they keep us here.
Let's still keep us there, yeah. What are your plans for your content? So obviously we might as well plug the podcast this week. We've got Nightmare coming on, and I think it's Kanji, who now is one of our co-hosts. What content are you planning, Trig, over the rest of the international brand?
It'd just be my kind of looking at what I'm doing with my team, I guess, and that sort of thing. I might look at Gabriel replacements and give me something, because I was all set on getting in. I'm still going to get Semenyo in this week. I probably won't sell Gabriel. I've already got Virgil van Dijk. I've got quite a good defence this week, so I don't need him. And then I'll decide if I'm going to free hit, I guess, in game week 13. And if I do that, then I might end up keeping Gabriel if he's only out for 2 or 3 weeks.
I think I'm definitely. I think that's probably nailed it for me. The free hit in 13, he's out just for those 2 weeks. I think it makes it a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really know when I was gonna. Oh God, this one, Kevy, the unit planning on benching Haaland. Love the way he plays, but worried for him with Aquis. Did you see that? He texted me.
I see he's thinking of doing that.
He texted me that a week ago, and I'd sent. Did you see it in the chat? I sent him a photo of a man throwing himself off the bridge, and I just went, "Good luck with that."
I mean, Haaland isn't. We could talk about captaincy, I guess, because Haaland isn't looking like being the best captain. Objectively, he's only like predicted to be about the 4th or 5th best scorer this week, isn't he?
Yeah,
but
he's not.
It's just that ownership. But I think it was Andy talking about captaining Saka this week, so maybe people aren't going to captain Haaland.
I reckon it will become a hoverer. I don't see why you wouldn't. Newcastle have been bad defensively. They're without Burn. I don't know, is Pope out? I'm not sure, but they're definitely without Burn.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that makes a difference.
And Newcastle haven't been good anyway. Defensively,
yeah,
a
lot better at home, but
yeah. So I reckon it will just be a hive. And even like you could say it was a mistake possibly to have captained him last game, but he still scored, didn't he? Even though he missed the penalty. I reckon it will just be.
I can see going against him because it isn't great. But on the other hand, the alternatives aren't great, are they? I mean, Saka hasn't been fantastic. I'd still fancy Haaland to get a goal more than Saka, I think.
Yeah.
And, at least Haaland's going to be trying, isn't he, the whole match? Like, if Newcastle are doing well, Haaland's going to be up there.
Yeah.
And you can't trust Fernandes, I think. So I probably will captain Haaland.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Sandy's asking what are our thoughts on...
If I own Salah, I might captain Salah. But
yeah, no, most people aren't going to then. We'll take 2 your questions before we finish. Thoughts on Albania, England tomorrow? Sadly, I've got to be honest. As I said earlier, England are going to win, probably comfortably. I've got no. Even if they were to lose, they're still going to qualify comfortably. I'm not really interested in England until the World Cup starts.
Is it in Albania? We'll probably get some injuries on their dodgy pitch.
We probably will, yeah. Yeah, it's at home. Well, at least according to Sandra, it's at home.
I was thinking yesterday how we'd had so few injuries, hadn't we? Like, I can't remember the last time I had a red flag in my team. It's like I had no injuries for weeks. So maybe this week we're going to get a massive run of them in the next few days.
Mm.
Boom, 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 whole load of them. Saka next against Albania, and that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Mm. Johnny's saying,
and Rice.
Is Salah a swap option for Haaland for 3 weeks if free hit 13? That's quite an interesting question.
Let's have a look.
I'll get them up, mate.
So, what have Liverpool got?
Liverpool.
Yep, Liverpool for the next 3. You can't argue about them.
No. But.
So, what has City got?
Apart from the.
Oh, yeah. So, you'd include him. You'd include Haaland on your free hit team, I guess.
Yeah.
And just not have him for Fulham and Newcastle.
I don't know. I mean, Trig, I would say a Newcastle Forest, better fixture for Liverpool, but I wouldn't say it's that much better. Sunderland versus Fulham, probably Sunderland's a better fixture at the minute. And then Leeds versus Sunderland is much of a muchness. So I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Presumably you can have
then City have got Sunderland at home and West Ham at home. So it'd cost you lots of transfers for one thing, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't do it personally. Although
if I was 5 million, I might.
Yeah, I'd definitely have Gabriel on my free hit 13 though.
Who? Haaland.
Sorry, Salah and Haaland, yeah. Gabriel. Last question we'll do is Combe saying, I'm actually thinking of captaining the rat Fernandez. He always does well against Everton. What do you think about that, Craig? Guess if you're going
I mean, it's not a terrible shout, is it? It's not a terrible shout, but
you were going to go against Haaland.
I just think owning him's enough at the moment because a lot of people don't own him, do they? I think his ownership's quite low, actually, Fernandez.
It's like 10% of my rank.
Yeah, so with those sort of players, you don't need to captain them to do well. Whereas Haaland, if you don't captain him and he does well, it kind of hurts you a lot more, doesn't it?
Mm.
That's what I generally think about it. I mean, it depends on your rank and your appetite for risk and everything, I guess, doesn't it?
Well, we've seen how badly it's gone for Darius over the last 6 weeks going against Haaland, haven't we?
Is there a poll up on Fantasy Scout at the moment for captaincy?
Highly doubt it, mate.
I guess it's a bit early, I guess.
They don't usually put up to Tuesday, do they?
Oh, do they not?
I don't think so. They certainly didn't used to. I only now look on...
It's funny, I don't know about you, but I hardly ever go there now.
Only really on when I'm checking the captaincy poll and the predicted starting lineups on Friday or Saturday.
Well, years ago, I used to be on it was almost my homepage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was there all the time, but
yeah, it's just so many other things.
I've been on there for about a week. Yeah, websites aren't the thing they used to be, are they? Really? It's more like tools now, isn't it, rather than websites.
Last question, Trig. Are you planning to sell merch on your channels? No. is my basic response. Maybe if I've got 100,000 subscribers in a couple of years, maybe. I doubt that's going to happen. Trig, are you going to...
I've got a bird here if anyone wants one. It looks well stuffed, so someone could have that.
All right, thank you everyone for joining. As I said, this is a bit shorter than usual because it was literally an hour before we started. I text you, weren't it, Craig? But yeah, are you looking? We've got the podcast on Wednesday, so please join us then with FPL Nightmare and Kanji. Craig, anything you want to say before we finish, mate?
No, not really. I can't think of anything except it's just a bit of a shame all you pricks are now going to buy Virgil van Dijk because he was my differential, and now Gabriel's gone and ruined it. He's ruined it. Wish I never got him now. I've only had him 2 weeks, Gabriel.
No.
I was like a late arrival. So I got points from him the first week I had him. Didn't get any points last week. Now wish I hadn't bothered.
Yeah.
Managed to kill him, thank goodness.
But at least he didn't
I feel sorry for the ones who bought him last week and they got like nothing last week.
At least he didn't get Semenyo.
He's injured.
You managed to hold
Semenyo.
Yeah,
well, I'm getting him this week, though. I am getting him this week. I'm going to spark him back to life.
All right, cheers, everyone. Do join us for the podcast on Wednesday. Do obviously subscribe to Trig's channel, where he'll be giving updates on his team. Trig Talks FPL. Still your channel name in a minute?
Yep, same place.
Same place.
Video up yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Or some video about understat, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And your Solio review.
Desperately trying to find something to talk about for the week.
I know. Yeah.
At least the Gabriel injury has sparked up the international break a little bit, hasn't it?
Give us a bit more to talk about on Wednesday. Anyway, cheers, everyone. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, cheers, people.